Tesla to unveil Cybercab in Shanghai Expo. Tesla is preparing to debut its long-awaited Cybercab, an autonomous electric taxi, at the China International Import Expo in Shanghai this November. The Cybercab represents Tesla's next big move into robotaxi and self-driving mobility, showcasing the company's progress in AI-driven transportation. Designed without a steering wheel or pedals, it highlights Tesla's vision of a fully autonomous future. The launch in China, the world's largest EV market, underscores the company's efforts to strengthen its presence amid rising local competition. Elon Musk has hinted that the Cybercab could transform ride-hailing, offering cheaper, safer, and more efficient transport powered entirely by Tesla's advanced full self-driving (FSD) technology. OpenAI eyes $1 trillion IPO. OpenAI is reportedly preparing for one of the biggest IPOs in tech history, potentially valuing the company at up to $1 trillion. Sources say the AI giant, backed by Microsoft, is working with top financial advisors to structure a public offering that could take place in the next year. The move comes as OpenAI continues to dominate the generative AI space with products like ChatGPT and GPT-based enterprise tools, which have seen massive global adoption. A $1 trillion valuation would place OpenAI among the most valuable companies in the world, signaling investor confidence in the long-term profitability of artificial intelligence and its transformative role in business and daily life. NVIDIA reaches $5 trillion milestone. NVIDIA has achieved a historic $5 trillion market valuation, becoming one of the most valuable companies in the world as demand for artificial intelligence technologies continues to surge. The chipmaker's rapid rise is fueled by its dominance in AI processors, which power everything from data centers to generative AI platforms like ChatGPT. Investors see NVIDIA as the driving force behind the ongoing AI revolution, pushing its stock to record highs. CEO Jensen Huang's focus on expanding GPU production and partnerships with major tech firms has further strengthened its position. The milestone marks a new era in tech, where AI hardware is now leading global market growth and innovation. Meta plans higher spending for AI expansion. Meta has warned that its capital expenditures will rise significantly in 2026 as CEO Mark Zuckerberg ramps up investment in artificial intelligence infrastructure. The company plans major spending on data centers, AI chips, and computing resources to support its next generation of AI products, including smarter assistants and recommendation systems across Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Zuckerberg emphasized that AI is now central to Meta's long-term vision, potentially driving both user engagement and advertising growth. However, investors are watching closely as these massive costs could pressure short-term profits. Meta's strategy highlights how tech giants are racing to build AI capabilities that can rival leaders like OpenAI, Google, and NVIDIA. Investors worry over Microsoft's costly AI push. Microsoft's surging investment in artificial intelligence is raising concerns among investors, even as its cloud business continues to deliver strong growth. The company has poured billions into developing AI infrastructure, expanding Azure's data centers, and integrating OpenAI technology across its products. While these moves strengthen Microsoft's leadership in the AI race, analysts warn that the soaring capital and operating costs could weigh on profit margins in the near term. Despite the concerns, Microsoft's cloud revenue, driven by demand for AI tools, remains robust, helping offset expenses. The debate underscores the challenge tech giants face, balancing aggressive AI expansion with maintaining investor confidence and long-term financial stability. Alphabet boosts spending after strong quarter. Alphabet, Google's parent company, announced another increase in capital spending following an impressive earnings report, fueled by robust advertising and cloud business growth. The company's revenue surged as digital ad demand rebounded and Google Cloud continued attracting enterprise clients. To sustain this momentum, Alphabet plans to expand data centers and invest heavily in AI infrastructure, ensuring it can compete with rivals like Microsoft and Amazon in the fast-growing cloud and AI markets. CFO Ruth Porat noted that higher capex reflects the company's confidence in long-term AI opportunities. The strong quarter highlights Alphabet's successful balance between ad dominance and its accelerating shift toward AI-driven services. Navan raises $923 million in IPO. Travel technology company Navan has raised approximately $923 million through its initial public offering, IPO, marking a major milestone for the fast-growing corporate travel platform. Formerly known as TripActions, Navan specializes in AI-powered travel and expense management tools for businesses, offering automation and cost control for corporate trips. The strong IPO debut reflects renewed investor confidence in the tech and travel sectors, both of which were hit hard during the pandemic. Navan plans to use the proceeds to expand globally, enhance AI capabilities, and strengthen its enterprise customer base. The successful listing positions Navan as one of the year's most notable tech IPOs, signaling a rebound in public market appetite for innovative startups. Samsung expands chip production after record sales. Samsung Electronics is ramping up production of advanced semiconductors after reporting record-high memory chip sales, driven by soaring global demand for AI-related hardware. The company's memory division saw a sharp rebound as data centers and tech firms stocked up on high-performance chips used in AI training and cloud computing. In response, Samsung plans to expand output of cutting-edge DRAM and HBM chips, aiming to strengthen its leadership against rivals like SK Hynix and Micron. Executives said the boom in AI and high-end computing is reshaping the semiconductor market, prompting the company to accelerate investments in next-generation chip technologies to secure long-term growth momentum. Microsoft probes outage affecting M365 and Office.com. Microsoft is investigating widespread access issues affecting its Microsoft 365 cloud services and Office.com platform, leaving many users unable to log in or use key tools like Outlook, Word, and Teams. The company acknowledged the disruption on its service status page and said engineers are working to identify the root cause and restore full functionality. Early reports suggest the issue may be linked to a network configuration or authentication error, though Microsoft has not confirmed details. The outage underscores how heavily businesses rely on Microsoft's cloud ecosystem for daily operations. Service disruptions like this often impact productivity across enterprises, especially during work hours in major global markets. U.S. lawmaker warns against NVIDIA chip sales to China. A Republican lawmaker has urged the U.S. government to block NVIDIA from selling its advanced Blackwell AI chips to China, citing national security concerns. The legislator warned that exporting such high-performance processors could help China strengthen its military and surveillance capabilities, undermining U.S. interests. NVIDIA's Blackwell chips are among the most powerful AI semiconductors ever made, designed for large-scale data processing and generative AI applications. The call reflects growing bipartisan pressure in Washington to tighten export controls on cutting-edge AI technology amid escalating tech competition with Beijing. NVIDIA, which relies heavily on global demand, may face new challenges balancing business growth with U.S. regulatory restrictions. Microsoft restores Azure after global outage. Microsoft has fully restored its Azure cloud services after a global outage that disrupted access for users across multiple regions. The downtime affected several Azure-based applications and tools, including some Microsoft 365 services, causing temporary disruptions for businesses worldwide. The company confirmed that the issue was caused by a networking configuration error and assured users that systems are now stable. Microsoft engineers implemented mitigation steps to prevent a recurrence and are conducting a detailed review of the incident. The outage highlighted the critical dependence of enterprises on cloud infrastructure, as Azure hosts millions of applications and plays a central role in powering digital operations globally. U.S. to cut fentanyl tariff after Trump-Xi talks. Former U.S. President Donald Trump announced that the United States will reduce the fentanyl-related tariff to 10% following discussions with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The move is part of a broader effort to ease trade tensions and encourage China's cooperation in combating the illegal production and export of fentanyl precursors, which have fueled the opioid crisis in the U.S. Trump described the talks as productive, emphasizing mutual steps to improve law enforcement coordination and monitoring of chemical shipments. The tariff reduction signals a potential thaw in U.S.-China trade relations, though critics argue that the policy must be paired with stronger enforcement to curb the ongoing fentanyl epidemic effectively. U.S. telecom vendor hit by nation-state hackers. A U.S. technology company that provides services to several of the nation's largest telecom firms has reported a cybersecurity breach believed to be the work of nation-state hackers. The attack exposed sensitive data and network systems used by major telecommunications providers, raising fears of potential espionage or data interception. Cybersecurity investigators say the breach showed a high level of sophistication, suggesting involvement from a state-backed group, possibly targeting communications infrastructure for intelligence purposes. The company has notified affected partners and is working with U.S. authorities to contain the threat. The incident highlights ongoing national security concerns over foreign cyberattacks targeting critical American infrastructure and private tech suppliers. Toyota says no immediate chip shortage risk. Toyota's CEO has confirmed that the automaker is not facing any immediate semiconductor shortage following concerns about supply issues from Dutch chipmaker Nexperia. The reassurance comes amid rising global tension over potential disruptions in the chip industry, which has previously affected automotive production worldwide. Toyota said it has secured sufficient inventory and diversified suppliers to maintain stable manufacturing operations. Nexperia, owned by China's Tech, recently faced scrutiny due to national security reviews in several countries, raising fears of future supply constraints. However, Toyota emphasized that its current operations remain unaffected. The statement reflects the company's proactive approach to supply chain resilience following the global chip crisis that hit the auto sector in recent years. Universal Music settles copyright dispute with AI firm Udio. Universal Music Group, UMG, has reached a settlement with AI music startup Udio over allegations that the company used copyrighted songs to train its generative music models. The dispute centered on claims that Udio replicated the sound and style of artists under Universal's label without permission. The settlement, details of which remain confidential, reportedly includes agreements on licensing terms and data usage standards for AI-generated content. The resolution marks a significant step in defining how AI companies and the music industry will coexist as generative technologies evolve. It also highlights the growing need for clear copyright rules as AI reshapes the creation and distribution of music worldwide.